Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how I make my April stickers for my digital bullet journal. So for April, I decided on a jellyfish theme. I've always loved jellyfish and loved drawing jellyfish. So what I did is I just went on to Google and typed in pictures of jellyfish and just sketched the ones that I thought looked pretty cool. So this is the process here. I was just using the HB pencil. I always forget what size I'm using it in. I think I was just jumping between and then decided to use it on the thinnest size possible. So I'm just sketching out, I think I did about 4 jellyfish, and that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to keep April super minimalistic. I've got a lot going on in April and I'm not going to be using my journal as much as I normally do, and so I'm not going to need a whole lot of stickers. Also, quick tip guys, I say this every video, but make sure you use your layers, and I only say this because I forget way too often and then later on I regret it, and there's a lot that I cut out of this video where I had to backspace things because I'd drawn it on a different layer than I was supposed to. So use your layers, they're there to help you. As you can see here, I just put all of them on the same layer. You can choose to draw them on different layers. Just because they were my sketches, I didn't worry about doing them on different layers, but you totally can, and then merge them together once you're happy with them. That really does help with if you need to move or resize anything. So definitely recommend to use your layers. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going over with the Monoline brush. This is my favorite brush for outlining at the moment. I haven't really found anything else, but then again, I haven't been actively looking. I've just been using what is in Procreate. I know there are a lot of brush sets out there that are really amazing, and one day I will look into them. And one day I'd love to look into drawing my own brushes. But for the meantime, I just use Monoline to outline, and what I did is I just lowered the opacity of the bottom layer, which is the sketch layer, so that then I could see exactly how my lines were going, and if I needed to fix anything, I would just zoom in and erase anything or match things up again, because you want the lines to be completely touching each other so that when you go to color drop later that it works. The other thing I want to mention is at this point I am putting them on different layers, so you want to be doing that so that each jellyfish you can edit individually, change, and then if you want to you can morph them all at the end. I just leave them on their separate layers. So this is the whole process, just going around, smoothing out my lines, making sure I'm happy with my final design before I add my colors. Whilst I draw these, let me ask you a question. What is your favorite animal? Go and comment it down in the comment box. I'd love to know. I know it's such a childish get to know you question, but a person's favorite animal really does tell a lot about them. So go and comment what your favorite animal is. You can just comment it by an emoji, or if you have a funny story about your favorite animal, go and do that too. Here I am just selecting the colors for my jellyfish. I decided to go with orange jellyfish. Not quite sure why. I think I saw one really cool orange jellyfish in the Google images. So that's maybe why I went with it, but I loved it. This is by far my favorite sticker set of the year. And that's saying a lot because I've done a plant sticker set, and everyone who knows me knows I am obsessed with plants, but the jellyfishes take the win. So yay to the jellyfish. But here I am just selecting what colors I would like in what areas, placing them in, and realizing that some areas are quite tricky and that they are better to just fill with black. So far to add the color, all I've been doing is color dropping into my original outlined sketch. However, here what I'm doing is I'm using white, which actually was a light gray because I really struggled to get white in the color wheel for some reason. So anyway, you put it on top of your color, and then because it's on a different layer, when you lower the opacity, the layer underneath of it, the color of that shines through. So it almost looks like it's the just a different variant of the color that's already there. This is really great for like shadowing or changing a color really slightly, but not wanting to like go over it and it to be noticeable. So this is something that I do all throughout with the rest of my jellyfish to make little highlights or textures that I want, making it look like some parts are more opaque than other parts of the jellyfish, because jellyfish are see-through, they are not solid things. So this really helps to just make them not realistic, because obviously they don't look realistic at all, but just to give them a little bit more flavor. So now that I'm nearing the end of my sketches, the last thing to do is make sure you have everything in the layers that you would like them to be in. Drop your background by just deselecting it in your layers and then exporting it as a PNG. I like to export it all as one. You do have the option of exporting each layer separately, and so then it will kind of be individual stickers, but they'll still have all the white space around them because of this canvas size. So then I just upload it into my GoodNotes, which is what I'm doing here. Once it's in my GoodNotes, I'm just freehanding them and pasting them on a page, which will now be my April sticker page. So I can just go to this page to copy and paste them. However, I find it easier just to add them into my elements. That way I'm actually not having to come back to the sticker page. So the sticker page is kind of irrelevant, but I still like the look of it, so I still do it every time. So here is my final results. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a like. That really helps me out, and also follow along. Next week, I'll be posting my April bullet journal spread, so you can come along and plan with me for April.